Over the last 15 years, I have worked with so many different types of people, and I love it. I really, really love that opportunity to be in different conversations and really work bespokely on a project or taking something to the next level. And I always feel that that work within that project always infiltrates into the next project. And there's so many lovely crossovers, and it just always keeps me fresh and sharp. And one of the things that people are coming to me a lot with is this online presence, this online scrapbook, essentially, of who you are, what you're all about, and sharing your personal brand, your portfolio career, your small business, but essentially really bringing you to life and closing that gap between the person that you are in real life and the person that you are online. You want to have them this close. So when people meet you in person, they're like, oh, I feel like I know you already, because they've watched a video. Likewise, if you are known in real life and then they see your website, it makes sense. And one of the things that always comes up is that many of my clients, despite being very ambitious and people who have big money goals, so for example, when I grew up, I very much grew up with a starving artist mentality. Every single person told me if I wanted to become an actor, which is how I originally trained, you're just never going to make any money from it. And at that time, there was a real conversation of you're a creative and you don't earn money, or you work in the city and therefore you do. But the landscape has completely changed now. And there are people like you and me, and I don't have one yet, but people talking about a 7-figure business. And that still absolutely blows my mind, because when people started talking about a 7-figure business, I literally had to write down the zeros, and I was like, one. I went through the process. But I also know, because I've heard enough about it, even though I'm not there yet, I really believe it's possible for me. I really believe that I could do that as well. And that is so cool. But at no point when I am visioning this 7-figure business am I saying to myself, gosh, I'd really like to make 7 figures by doubling the time that I'm working. I'd really love to do that. I'd really like to sleep less. I'd really like to spend less time with my family. I'd really like to be more burnt out. I'm not saying any of those phrases, and neither of are my clients. So they have got that ambition. They have got those big money goals, but they want to work less in actual sort of time that's in their calendar, because they probably have circumstances and things that need their attention. And they also are not wanting to create a business, a career from a place of stress and drama and oh my god, and my nervous system is out of whack, and oh, what's going to happen now? Nobody is saying that to me. They are all saying, how can I work with more ease and flow and it feel really good? And again, we are in this conversation at this time that actually making money, lots of money, doesn't equate to working hard. And this is a difficult thing to say, but one thing I can give you an example of is over the last, say, 5 years, when I look at the projects that I have made the most amount of money on, often they've been the most enjoyable. And so therefore, I always want to add that in, because sometimes we talk about like making money in terms of like it's a sacrifice and it's hard work and it's graft. When I'm in that tense kind of place, that's actually not when I'm in flow, when I'm doing my best work. I want to be that uplifted, joyful, enthusiastic version of myself. So therefore, we need to put things in place that are going to support our big dreams, our ambitions, our nervous systems, as in we want to create that ease and flow, but also support our clients and have that scalability in what we want to offer. which means our digital disco, aka your website, your online brand, your online presence, your content strategy, your visibility strategy, it has to be solid. And this is not solid like, oh, I've now made this decision and I've got to stick with it for the next 10 years. Not necessarily at all. But what I mean is taking out this, I don't know what I'm doing. Do I need to post today, or I don't really feel like it? Taking the guesswork out of it. If that's you, if you're ready to go to the next level, if you're ready to see what's possible, if you're in that place of, well, I heard her talking about it on the internet, so maybe I could do that. That sort of excitement, curiosity moment, I would love to hear from you. It's so, so exciting. Come on over to the Digital Disco and I'll see you in there. Bye.